Hi, I'm Fred Greene from Martin Guitar. Welcome to our live stream for NAMM this year, 2021. It felt like 2020 was never going to end, but here we are moving into a new year. We're going to talk about a lot of very, very cool guitars. I know everybody wants to hear about the Dave Gilmour. Believe me, it's an awesome piece, and we will get to it. But we're going to start with the OOL Earth guitar. The OOL Earth guitar that we're presenting for this year, it's all mahogany back and sides, but it's not just plain mahogany, it's FSC mahogany. So for those of you who don't know what that is, the Forest Stewardship Council, they go ahead and certify woods to make sure that it's being forested in a responsible manner. So all the mahogany on the back and sides of this guitar are FSC certified, as is the Sitka top. Now, one other piece that makes this particular guitar completely interesting is that there is no plastic on the guitar. So in many cases, people try to do environmental guitars, but the guitar has a lot of plastic or other materials on it that sort of work against what you're trying to do there. In this particular case with the OOL Earth, it's the bone nut, the bone saddle, no plastic anywhere. Where we could avoid plastic on the guitar, we did. And then we went and contacted Robert Getzel to paint a picture on the front of the guitar that sort of gave the message we wanted to, that, hey, we're looking at the earth in a different way, from a distance in a much bigger, holistic manner. This beautiful piece of artwork that Robert came up with, we think looks fantastic on the top of the guitar. It's a gorgeous piece. It's very striking when you see it in person. And not only that, it's a great playing guitar. It sounds great. And of course, it has all the Martin quality that you've come to expect from our company. Let's hear Craig Thatcher play a little bit on the OOL Earth guitar. Next up is Martin's Concert Uke FSC. Now this ukulele is built for the serious ukulele player. Built in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, where all of our ukes have been built since 1929 when we first started building ukuleles. This all FSC certified mahogany concert uke sports a soft lacquer finish over top of that mahogany. It gives it a very beautiful golden glow. Looks fantastic. It's an ebony fingerboard and bridge. Premium materials all the way through. We're using ratio tuners, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the ratio tuner, it looks like an ebony friction peg from the front of the ukulele, but actually it's geared, so behind it there's gearing in there for precision. It makes it much easier to tune, and it will hold the tune better than a friction peg will. But the good news there is they're not heavy, so it doesn't make the ukulele feel heavy, because as you know, it's a small instrument and a little bit of weight goes a long ways. So because this is an FSC piece, it's not only good for your ears, it's good for the planet. It's a beautiful ukulele for the serious ukulele player. Let's hear Ramin play a little bit on the Concert Uke FSC. Next up is Martin's OXK Concert Ukulele, the perfect starter ukulele. Made from HPL, which is Martin's high pressure laminate, and finished with our new highly figured koa pattern, which we introduced last year. This ukulele looks way more expensive than it is. But because it's made from HPL, you can take it anywhere without any worry. You don't have to worry as much about spilling something on it. You can take it backstage, you can take it camping, you can leave it in the car. It all works. It's a great starter piece. If you have somebody who's looking to getting into playing stringed instruments, this is the way to go. This is the ukulele you want to take. Let's hear Craig play the OXK concert ukulele. Next up is Martin's T1 Uke Streetmaster, a beautiful all solid mahogany ukulele just like the ukes Martin's been making since 1929. It's adorned in our ultra thin Streetmaster finish. So this instrument has that weathered appearance that makes you want to keep picking it up every time you see it laying around. There's a nice single rosette around the sound hole, like a lot of our older vintage ukuleles that we have, like where I'm here in our museum right now. It does have the lightweight ratio tuners that we spoke about earlier, which look like friction pegs, but they're actually geared tuners for precision and for reliability. This uke is the perfect uke for a guitarist, somebody who's been playing for a little while. They want to get into some uke music. They want a solid wood instrument. It's mahogany. It's something they're used to. It has that great feel. It's a good scale length. It's a lot of fun. And that Streetmaster finish with that worn finish, it just feels like something you want to pick up. It has that weathered look, and it's like an old leather jacket that you've owned for a long time and you just want to keep wearing it over and over again. Craig, it's time to play the T1 Streetmaster uke. Next up is Martin's D Junior 10E Streetmaster. Here we've combined two winning formulas. We've got our D Junior body size, which is a Sapelli back, sides, and top. We've had a lot of success with that. All solid wood. Makes this guitar a great player, a beautiful piece. But now we're going to go ahead and we're going to combine it with our Streetmaster finish that up until this point, we've only produced on guitars in our Nazareth factory. So this will be the first time we're actually using this finish package out of Mexico. That finish, as some of you know, because we've used it on our older 15 models now and had a lot of success with that, it just has that worn, soft feel to it. When you pick this guitar up, it's like spending time with an old friend. It feels super familiar. It doesn't feel like you're moving into something new. This guitar has a nice small size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go, whether you're out camping, in the car, whatever you want. And I also want to mention that this guitar has the Fishman Sonotone in it with a USB port in the pickup. So if you want to record on your computer, you have a USB port that you can go directly from the guitar right into your computer, your iPad, or whatever you're using. It's a beautiful little guitar. Craig, it's time to hear the D Junior 10E Streetmaster. Next up is Martin's Grand J 16E 12 string. As some of you may know, the Grand J body shape incorporates a rather large 17-inch top. But unlike the other Grand Js we've done in the past, this one is housed in our 16 series line, which means it has the body depth of a triple oak. Now that's particularly good for somebody who's looking for a guitar that sounds big but doesn't feel so big when you're playing it, because it makes it much easier for you to reach around it and go ahead and get over the top of this guitar and play it. Now it comes with East Indian rosewood back and sides and a beautiful Sitka top. What's interesting about the top is that it's braced with 3-tone bars instead of 2. So these 3-tone bars are progressively scalloped from the high point near the bridge, getting thinner as it moves out towards the edges. That's very different than anything we've done on any of our 12-string guitars in the past. This was sort of inspired by Tim Teal, one of our master designers, as he was thinking about actually an old Guild 12-string from the 1970s. What else is different about this guitar is it's a 25.4-inch scale length. Many of our other Martin 12 strings are actually 24.9 scale length, so it's a longer scale length. So the combination of the large soundboard, the progressive scalloping, and the longer scale length give this 12 string a big piano-like tone. So it's a big piano soundboard up there with all these strings on it. It sounds fantastic. It comes with a pickup. It's a Fishman Matrix VT Enhance NT2. Craig, this is your cue, buddy. Let's hear a little bit on the Grand J 16E 12 string. Next up is Martin's ZIRICOTE models. The first thing you will notice about the 13E ZIRICOTE models, both a GPC and a D body shape, is the striking ZIRICOTE back and sides. So ZIRICOTE will remind you a lot of Brazilian rosewood. It has these dark inky lines, these beautiful chocolate browns that run through it, and these really sort of ghostly gray hues that go through the wood. So ZIRICOTE is known for its sort of big, bassy sound. It doesn't have much mid-range, so it's low in the mid-range, and high again on the trebles. So it has a very scooped sound. It's a very rare wood. We use it a lot in the custom shop for custom shop instruments. But the question may be, how are we able to put this expensive wood on a 13 series model? Well, we're doing that by using fine veneers. So the ZIRICOTE is actually 2 pieces of ZIRICOTE with a piece of kaya, which is mahogany, or an African mahogany sandwiched in between. Now, many other companies, when they will do a veneer product, they will use a cheaper wood in the center, such as a poplar or maple or something that's not really meant to help the tone. But hey, we're Martin Guitar, we're all about the tone, so we made sure we had toned woods top, back, and in the middle on our fine veneer. The top is a Sitka top, and you'll notice that on the sound hole, the rosette is an acrylic mother of pearl rosette, which is something a little bit different on this particular guitar. And it does have a pickup. It's a Fishman MXT pickup, and with that comes with a sound hole tuner. So when you engage the tuner, it automatically mutes the guitar. Now it's time to hear the 13 series ZIRICOTE models from Craig Thatcher. Now the moment everybody's been waiting for, you've been hanging around waiting for this. We're going to talk about the Dave Gilmour. Let's start with the 6-string piece. First off, it's an incredible guitar. As everyone knows, Dave has played a Martin D35 for a long time on a lot of famous songs, and he really wanted to create something special and new. So this guitar is a sinker mahogany 35 style, so it's a 3-piece back, sinker mahogany 35 style. We used a protein glue to put the top together on it, and what's unique about the top, it's an Adirondack top with Adirondack braces using a golden era style bracing pattern. So it's got a very vintage sound to it. There is a combination of some of the pieces and parts that we've used on Modern Deluxe, such as the carbon fiber bridge plate. This is something that Dave specifically chose for this guitar. We gave him options both ways, and he liked it with the carbon fiber bridge plate. There's a nice, beautiful herringbone inlay around the top. There's a stamp on the back of the peg head that makes this very, very unique, the Martin stamp on the back of the peg head. And the neck shape. The neck shape is very unique on this guitar. It's very different. We sent a lot of necks to Dave. This is the one that he kept coming back to. He asked for some small changes. If you're looking for something to compare it to, it's probably closest to a full thickness Martin neck. The sides carry a little bit of width at the edges, and then it sort of tapers just a hair around the cheeks of the neck to give it a little bit more of a V feel. It does come with a signed label on the inside, which is very rare to have Dave's name or Dave Gilmour's signature. This is limited to 250 pieces total between the 6-string and the 12-string. Let's hear Craig Thatcher play a little bit on the Dave Gilmour 6-string 35. Now let's talk specifically about the David Gilmour 12-string. It too is a sinker mahogany 35 style using protein glue for construction, just like the 6-string. However, the top on this guitar is very different. This uses a Carpathian spruce top with Sitka braces. Very, very different than the 6-string. Once again, coming with the herringbone inlay on the top. A shorter scale length on the 24/9 scale because it is a 12-string. It is stamped on the back of the peg head, just like the 6-string, and it does also come with the signed David Gilmour label on the inside. And once again, limited to that 250. There aren't many out there. They're very collectible. Hey, the last David Gilmour I saw come up for auction went for $1 million. So get yours quickly. Let's hear Craig Thatcher play a little bit of the Dave Gilmour 12-string.